And I invite you to take the space you feel well in, to inhabit the space you feel well in, to arrive at yourself. Use your hands. Don't necessarily touch your body because you want to touch what's inside. Observe the reactions of the inner. Support them friendly. Turn your hands. Stay centered in your heart, but stream through your body, move through your body, downwards, and continue moving downwards, and even more down. And at the same time, observe or just perceive what happens in your body. You go down, and deeper, and deeper, and your body just rejoices, feels better, becomes taller, breathes. Let go, relax, make a step, breathe. Let's repeat it one more time. Take time to arrive at yourself. Move through your body. Notice what this does to you and to your body. And let go. Okay, we are dealing with countercurrents all the time. We say it's so important to have countercurrents. So, what's more natural than that we go through the exercises in reversed order to finish this course? And for this, we just say hello to all four realms by addressing them via our bones. The upper leg says, through the upper leg, we say hello to the sense of balance. Through the knees, we say hello to the sense of movement. Through the calves, through the lower legs, we say hello to the sense of life. Through the feet, through feeling the feet, we say hello to the sense of touch. Hello. The O has a relationship to the thighs. So we do the O just from the heart horizontally. O. We go back to the heart, and the U has a relationship to the knees, and we walk forward while we perform an U forward. U. The U also has a relationship to the calves, and we just receive from what's coming from you to me, and I receive with this you. I receive you and walk back, feeling my calves. And then I just make an O around where I have arrived and feel my feet. How does that feel now? And then just let go, return to where you have arrived anyway, and then let go. Let's repeat it from the heart. We create an O, feeling our thighs And it brings us forward to our toes, but it's still standing, it wants to go forward. And the U, the upper arms, transform the U to a U. And you just follow, it goes further, 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 further. U. The lower arms open up and receive. They bring in what comes back, what comes from you, and bring it to your heart. And from your heart, you have just arrived again. You create this O around where you have arrived. At yourself together with you. Let go, the arms come back. Breathe and let the arms sink for a moment. And you do it two or three more times before we finish. And we can have, just as an attempt, these 4 words in mind. My spirit am I. And it's just a jumping board to your own words. When we do it with these words, maybe inwardly you hear another sentence, and then you do your sentence. Okay. The O. The elbows bring the arms in. Spirit. The lower arms receive, bring in. M. And then the O. I. And then come back. And I've tolerated so many aspects you can observe, but I think only one aspect is important, that in the end, just by itself, you have arrived in your feet, and through this in your heart. Just drive this can happen. Oh, my spirit, elbows, lower arms, M. Receive it in your heart. I. How do you experience what you feel? And let go. And last time, and maybe we take the legs, the divisions of the legs a little bit into account also. The thighs, oh, my. Elbow, knees, spirit. Lower arms, lower legs, and from there into the hands, oh, I, feet. Breathe. Let go. And I would like to ask you to do it one more time without me speaking, your own speed, your own thoughts. And don't put anything into it now. You just do it. And that's the best way of doing it. Oh, you. Oh. And carefully move to where you can sit. And seemingly we haven't done much. But what does the resonance tell us? What do you perceive when you look into yourself now? When you look around in your body, how segmented do you experience it? Your belly, your upper body, your lower body, or how much is the feeling of your being a whole present? And does left and right play a big role now? Or is it more do you have another feeling of yourself now? And if you feel that the body, the central body, is has a sort of oneness, skin around it. What about your extremities? How are they connected with your body? And how far does the feeling of the body expand into the legs? And where do you say, there are the legs coming, and to this, that far, I have the feeling it's still body. And the arms the same. Huh? Before we did this finishing exercise, we had this trying to touch, to say hello to one of the lower senses through our working with the qualities of sounds. And now we just want to say hello to all of them. And the basic sound of the sense of balance is the K. And the K, you can just bend your lower legs, your thighs a little bit, stroke them maybe, and then you put your hands in front, and then you try to give a little bit of energy in the thighs, and that you have the feeling, like this, with the help of my thighs I can make myself thick, and my arms are just lying, resting on my belly, and just poof, I just can, just throw them away a little bit, because I'm just expanding my big belly. Wow. Don't do it too much, otherwise you might feel sick. And You can also have the feeling of a trampoline, which is there, the rubber, and the rubber which holds it, but the elasticity actually comes from there. So you have your hands up here, and you just feel the elasticity, but you don't produce it with the arms, then it would be more an end. It comes from down there. Boom. And let go. And now the car is the play of the forces of light. Yeah, with the forces of fire. Yeah. And you just lift your arms a little bit and you connect the fingers with the realm of the light. And the upper arms, they don't pull down, they just let the arms drop. And the lower system, spits them away a little bit. And up there, the light is around the hands. And then it comes in, and when the lower system responds, the light is sent through the fingers out there. Ka. Redistribute the light, but it has directions. Ka. And then we continue to the L. The L is just this connecting with the forces of the earth, the roundness, the three-dimensionality. On the realm of the heart, it turns and opens up towards the world of light, towards two-dimensionality. And then again, you come in, and again, you feel the space, and you feel the space behind and your home. And then just return to your center, because although the movement seems too peripheral, the center is your heart. And we can express this even stronger when we do it once again, and we start in the horizontal, and then we embrace what's there, and then we bring it to our heart, and we even form a bulb, a little heart with our hands, where we feel our heart. We take time to feel what we brought with us, and then we open up into our big heart. Then again, and with all forces of trust, we enter the dark realms and bring what we find to our heart and listen to it. And by listening to what we brought, we become conscious of ourselves, and then L. Last time. Arrive. Open up. Breathe. The M is so manifold. It's just streaming and connecting and penetrating something also and receiving from the other side. And in the water, it's taking you along. You stand there, the hands are down here, and you just create a stream which brings your legs forward. And then you turn your hands, and it's just creating a stream backwards. And again, a stream forwards, and now this stream takes your leg along. And all what you try to experience is that so much time is not relevant, it's eternity, it's just flowing. It's so big. And you immerse in this realm of infinity. And you know this river flew there 20 years ago, 100 years ago. thousands of years ago and back. And the last time. It really connects. And then let go. And slowliness, if you have to restrain from moving quicker, don't do it. But if you experience so much that you can't move quicker, otherwise you would lose too many impressions, then don't accelerate, just enjoy it. Yeah? And this opens spaces up for sinking deeper and deeper into experiences. And the end was the sound after all this being moved, and you have entered somewhere. You really touch something, and you bring it towards you. And you feel that you feel. And this creates inner growth. And then you let go and you prepare again, just a little step forward, this helps. And then you connect and then you pull and you bring something towards you, and this brings your back leg in perhaps. And then you do not feel only touched from in front, but then what's coming is wrapping itself around you. You feel it from everywhere. You're completely immersed. Then two forces play into each other. Let's do all of them only once. Come a little bit back, that maybe you get space to make a step if you want to. There's this space of light out there. So beautiful. And I can open up something. And from there, I can dive into something and reconnect. But it's not the same sphere anymore I can enter. And then when I dive in, I can also just very slowly move forward grow into something. And when I have grown into something, I can connect with it. And become one in the two. And feel myself. And breathe. So nice out there, full of light. No sorrows, no problems, just let go. Let's play a little bit. Where are we now? We must now dive in. Yes, say yes. Recollect it in your heart. Do not forget where you came from. Bring this along when you dare to grow into something. Take time. Where am I? And then grow further, connect. Really connect. Have a question. Who are you? Bring it to you. Don't lose anything of what is endowed to you, what you bring along, and then feel it from all sides. And how do you feel yourself now? and breathe. There's this you, and the is doing the ka. And then go back to the spirit behind you and bring the F towards the body. Out of the light, I want to really enter the world. But then here you have it. Now you must really take the burden up. And don't forget it, where you came from. And then you say with the T, no, I don't forget it, I'm striving towards it. And I let it come down as deep as possible within me. And when you do the M, bring it along. M, and then strive forward and feel it connect. And bring the N in. N. And then do the B around the N. And within the B, you remember all those forces we just approached a little bit or touched a little bit, which helped us to get there. To have this body of senses. To be on earth. To be on earth. And then relax and breathe. So the story might have been a little bit of a prize, but we did always the mirror consonant, before we did the main consonant for the four senses. The heart before the ka, the F before the L, the T before the M, and only then, in order to arrive, we went directly into the N, because that's the goal. And the B says, yes, we've done it. But we start with usefulness, ha, ka, space behind. Now I really want to go there, F, the door is open. But that means taking up the burden. L, not forgetting where I come from. L, the T, your conscience. Yes. I feel responsible. T. And I go with it. Deep into what I find. I develop trust. I connect. What do I find? In my self. Be. Just let your hands go where you have arrived, at your heart. Breathe, let go, and carefully move to a place where you can sit and relax. How do you feel now? Just having tried a few things, not having been able to perform perfectly, but you were trying to meet and to receive. How does your inner react to that? Stressed? Or how would you name it? And how would you describe your way of sitting, not so much the outer way of you sit, but your inner posture? And when you look at your breath, how is your breath? Yeah. How does it behave? Is it very much outward orientated? Does it want to really expand, or is it more? Has it more orientation to the inner containedness? And what quality has light in you now? There's warmth everywhere, different grades. There's light everywhere, different shades. But what quality does the light in general have right now? And then just relax. Let go. Or move an arm a little bit as I did and be surprised what it feels to move an arm. Second time is different already. Part 3, the former part 2. Turn your senses on. But first of all, arrive at yourself. Just recollect the exercise of arriving at yourself. That's completely sufficient. And we just address the two principles of music. I'm going from me to my being. I'm going from my being to my being. It's a being which is constantly on its way from me to me. And the way out, we address by doing a step forward and a little step to the right. Experiencing the clavicles, then the lower arms, they can fly. The upper arms, they support. That the lower arms can unfold. And the hands and the fingers become soft and feel out there. The fingertips up, starts driving. There. You're welcome. Wow. Close my legs. And I still have the feeling I'm there. Or I have the feeling of the there. And then I breathe. And the way in is addressed by doing a step backwards with the right leg and pulling the left leg slowly against the other one, bringing all energies in, thinking, arrive. That makes us feel our heels like two balls, standing on a big ball or resting on a big ball. And then we begin out there where we have arrived. And the upper arms say, come. The lower arms say, we long for you. The upper arms say, we carry you. The hands say, we show you. And the fingers say, we care for you. The fingertips say, we make you fine, fine, fine. And the body says, come. Breathe, relax, make a step forward or backward. And now we do the sequence of from the fourth to really be able to dive into the third. Yeah? And from there, the fifth opens up the spaces in which the seventh can fully dive in and create this firmament of beauty. Yeah, a whole cosmos of beauty. And then from there, the second says, but how can you come back? Please come back. And then the fifth again opens up, finds the way back. And then the third really is touched that you came back. And then the UER repeats this, from the point of view, you are back, you are here on earth. UER. And from there we really receive the gift of the path we went. Just left step forward, right foot to the side, clavicles. And now one after the other, from the clavicles, upper arm, lower arms. Feel your wrists. The hands say stop. Through the wrists say look back towards yourself. Perceive yourself. And then the lower arms, your beautiful garden. But have in mind that you still want to go out. I care for myself. I take a little bit of powder where it might be needed, a little bit of color. I brush my trousers where I find some hairs, my shoes. And then I'm ready, and the hand says, yes, now you're ready, come on. We open the doors. Here you can walk. But don't go too far, rather stay like this. Look, here's light. And the hands show you around and lead you the way. And then the finger says, yes, but we want to be everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And you just become part of everything what's out there. And in every tiny, beautiful thing out there, you have the feeling you live. But how can I come back? Oh, luckily I have upper arms. Come home, please. Yes, come on, we can pull you out of there. We have energy, we bring you home. Come on. Let go, please. Come, yes. Thank you, here you are. Look, the hands will show you the way back. And they show you the light, that you don't be afraid of coming home. They show you where to go, where to sit. Yes. And when you start feeling your body, that's third movement again. And have the feeling, yes, I'm back in my garden. And maybe now the left arm is a little bit more dominant and leads the movement. It's the more sensitive one. And have in mind the whole path you went. This makes this movement rich, otherwise it would be empty. And then let go and arrive at your heart. I'm home again. In my body, on earth. And then just remember this path. Ooh. Going out, going out, going out. Spreading out, spreading out, spreading out. Coming home, coming home. And then let this transform into this movement of intimacy. Have the feeling something has come into being, and you with your heart are part of this. You observe it. And then you let go a little bit. You bring your hands in, but you say, but I need a little bit of lightness to be able to carry all this. And the surroundings is, yes, you reserve lightness. And from there you receive another. And then you arrive at yourself the way you want. And you feel endowed, you feel you have been given this heart from the outside. And then let go and breathe. Maybe a few words to the ending. The beginning was just the walk through the different gestures can become easier and easier, and you can develop your own story. And then you arrive at this, okay, I get it. And the more empathy you feel, the more weight might also come about. and then you can't do anything anymore. So lightness, aha, is needed. And the ha has to do with the Gemini and the thighs, the Sagittarius, which are opposite. So bend your knees. The principle is never work with the limbs you want to express something with, because then you force them. Work with the opposite signs or limbs. So use your thighs, expand them a little bit, and this brings energy in your chest and in your shoulder girdle. And this energy starts exploding, and just the arms just follow. So beautiful. Once again, so impulse becomes impulse here, and the arms are just carried along. There is no own impulse in them when you do it this way. Okay. Thighs is fire. Wow, wow, yeah. And now you're out there, and now remember, there is a zodiac out there. There is a Sagittarius. There is a Cancer, a Gemini, which can explode also. So, you are out there, and the Sagittarius of the zodiac gives fire. Cancer, Gemini, give an impulse, and this brings your arms in. And you arrive at yourself, but in this heart, you experience who did it. Let go. Breathe one more time the sequence in a very, not simple, but honest, tender, not made up way. You are with yourself, connected with your heart. Step forward, step to the right. Clavicles, upper arm, lower arm, wrist. Lower arm. Right arm a little bit more emphasized. The hands take over, we lead you out. The fingers say it's so. Just by going there, things come into being. I sense it and it's there. I could stay there forever. The upper arms say, come. The hands show it to you being out there. The upper arms, please. The hands, we care for you. Oh, come. The hands bring you along, show you this aspect and that aspect. Always look at things from many different sides. Start feeling your body. Start feeling being home again. And recollect the whole path in your body sensations. And that's touching. Wow. And go through the body. Ooh. Ow. That's my castle. The beauty, but from there, it streams towards me. Don't lose it, just add to it the blessings of lightness which you receive from out there. And then breathe, let go. As we are busy with the four senses building a vessel for us being in the body, what feeling does the body have now in regarding to being on this body of senses? In which way do they feel at rest? How do they respond? The network of them four. We are opening so much in so many different directions. Do you feel still integrated? And what makes this integration? I mean, do not think about it, ask a question. How are you? Why are you like this? And what's your general state of being right now? Is your body happy? And how does he show it? We have been busy with the different types of wings. And we can briefly recollect in which ways we tried to touch them, in which ways we tried to have contact with them, in which ways we try to enjoy them. So, like always, just stand upright for a moment, just recollect what carries you. And breathe. Turn the hands slightly, the back of the hands backwards. Let the hands, the arms rise weightlessly and feel the space behind. And maybe you notice it's not only the arms which open up to the space behind. It's the whole back. It's the lower back, it's the sphere of the kidneys. All this feels the connection. And maybe stand in front a little bit, that you can make 3, 4, 5 steps backwards if possible. And do it again. And have the feeling these wings carry me home. And then let go in a way that you still feel connected to the space behind. And that you have the feeling, I'm brought forward, I'm released forward. And breathe. And then we had this wing, the middle wing, which I called Raphael wing. And from the heart, just maybe start even in the realm of your chest and really let it rise first. Become big before you dive into the depth. Wow, and let go. Hands or left and right slightly crossed over. And let go, go deep. And afterwards, you just let go that the stream can come back. Carries the upper arm. And folds the lower arm. And the hands, yeah, they enjoy it so much to be out there. But they are also curious to connect with the depth again. To connect with the source, Mother Earth. Let go, upper arm. And each wing stands behind the other one. We couldn't fly if the first one wouldn't be there supporting this movement. And now we have the third wing, and for this reason that we can approach this one, we use the middle wing. But then we just do not continue like we normally do with the middle wing, but we expand even more. Go down, we let go, Ra, Fa, I. And then in between back and front, you just let go. But you feel with your hands back and front. And then you go into the depths and you open up down there. And through opening up down there, maybe a space next to your ears, up at your shoulders, might come into existence. Relax, let go, come forward. When we say, you use the word Raphael for the middle wing, which name could we take for the back wing? Them carrying forces. And it's so much an opening up. The I, the R just fits to it. And there is an archangel which is called Anael. Let's just try if it fits with this movement. Just turn your hands, open up. Na. Il. Maybe they cross even up there, the wings. And then let go again. It brings you. Na. And maybe they even cross down there. Il. In front or behind, just in my case it was in front now. And breathe. And then we have the Raphael wing. From our heart we jump with joy and trust into the depths. Yeah. Ra, opening up. Fa, flying. And hands. Il. And let go. Ra, fa, il. And breathe. And what name could we maybe use for the third wing, which cannot even be done actively, yeah? Because I do the others, I enjoy the others. And the third one is a riddle. And maybe, yeah, let's just try if the word my, ka-el, fits with this movement. So we start with the Raphael. Ra, fa, and expand. E. And now very carefully, in between of in front and behind. My. Just let go. Go into the depths. And now open up in the depths. Ha. And then just feel what's happening. Il. And you don't know. You just are. Let go, relax, breathe. We do it one last time. And the nice thing about this word, Michael, and these names, in a way, it's not an archangel who is standing there. All these names are forces of ourselves, yeah? And we carry it in us, and we are carried in them, yeah? So it's not just a name, it's us. Ra, fa, il, my. Arrive first in the depth, and now let go into the depth, not letting go to come up, but into the depths, just ka. And what comes out of that? Il. And keep in mind that Michael is not just a word. In fact, it's a sentence of 3 words. And it's a question. And then let go, breathe, and sit down and listen to the resonance. How are you sitting now? What is your impression of how are you held in yourself? And when beforehand perhaps left and right didn't play such a great role, how is it now? How do you perceive left and right in different parts of the body or in total now? And when you try to sense towards your felt heart, your felt lung and breath, who is carrying whom? Is your heart carried from your lung? Has the heart become wings? Is the heart a pearl within your lungs? What's the relationship in this moment for you? And then just relax, let go, and be happy that you allowed yourself to dive into so many different ways of experimenting with your inner forces. Just trying to get a glimpse of this, to touch a little bit of that, knowing that your inner being loves to be played with in such a way.